Greeting everyone. Innocent Tumayine here, all the way from Mozambique. Today I want to share some great information that I really believe that they may help someone who is going to be watching this video. I want to talk about the reason why I think many people are still struggling financially or may still struggle financially even though they work. What do I think? I think that the reason why many people struggle financially is not because they don't work, but it's because they have spent many years learning about working hard for money, but without considering the principles and the areas of wealth creation. It's not that I don't agree with working hard. Working hard is okay, and I really believe in hard work. We should work hard so that we can live our dreams, or so that we can hit our goals. But we should know where we apply our energy. We should know whether what we are doing really deserves the energy that we are applying there. I think that people should first consider the principles and the areas of wealth creation before they apply their hard work. What do I mean by that? The world's economy keeps changing every day. We shift from one era to another era, which means that the way that people, or the principles of wealth creation in one era won't be the same in another era, or what used to make money for people in one era won't be the same in the next era. So what's making money today is not what was making money in the era that we just finished a few years ago. Let me give you a practical example. In 1880, the world was in an era called industrial era. That's 1880, those years. Most people even know that better than I do. In economic or in the industrial era, the wealth creation or the principles of wealth creation were based on owning factories. That's why we know Andrew Carnegie. That's why we know John D. Rockefeller. That's why we know Henry Ford in the car with car factories, and many people that made a lot of money by owning factories. In that era, to make money, you needed to own a factory or to own a business related to the distribution of those products made from the big factories in a traditional way. That's the industrial era. That era shifted to another era in the 1980s. That was the computer era, where the principles of making money shifted from owning factories to the people who were creating computer-related things, or people who were inventing computers, people who were bringing on the market computers. That's when Steve Jobs, that's when Michael Dell, that's when Bill Gates became rich. That's when they made their money. It was no longer industrial era, but it was a computer era. Then in 1990, we were in the internet era, where most of things were going on internet, or most of money was being made on internet. Many people didn't understand about internet things, but those who pioneered the industry, those who really understood the internet thing before others, made a lot of money from that. They created financial freedom from that. If we remember, just a small example, in the past few years, not even a long time ago, there was these small shops that we used to go there to pay some coins to access internet for 10 minutes. I remember in my country, I used to pay 100 so that I can access internet for 10 minutes. That was really a great business because you could find a queue of people, a lot of people just waiting to go and pass 30 minutes, 10 minutes on a computer. I would go there, I need to work for 10 minutes, but I would wait 1 hour waiting that someone could go out so that I can enter. That was a great business. But where is it now? Is it illegal to open that kind of business? No, it's no longer on business. Why? The era have shifted, and the principles of creating wealth shifted also, which means that that's no longer the way of making money, because the internet era have. Okay, as I was talking about the internet era, I'm saying that that way of making money doesn't work anymore. Why? The internet era have shifted or created or introduced another era that was around 2000 plus 2010 and what? Information era. That's when people started to make money from information. What used to work in the industrial era, in the computer era, is not what was working in the information era. And today, as I'm talking, we are officially in a new era called connected era or connected economy. What's connected economy? This is an economy where money is made through connections created. This is an economy where the only people who can create wealth are called connectors. Who are the connectors? Connectors are those people who connect. People with people connect. Products with people, services with people, companies with people, companies with companies, and they earn money through those connections that they make. Which means that today, the one who makes a lot of money is not the one who owns the factory, but is the one who owns people. The one who will connect people with those products is the one making money. I will start by an example, Mark Zuckerberg. This is a gentleman called Mark Zuckerberg who owns more than 118 billion US dollars. How did he make that money? By connecting people with people using his platform called Facebook. What's the product of Facebook? Only people. The only thing that Mark Zuckerberg has is people. That's how we made money. Let's go about those who connect services with people. Travis Kalanick. This is a gentleman who created an app called Uber Taxi. Today, Uber Taxi is recognized as the largest taxi network without owning any single taxi. Uber Taxi doesn't own any single taxi. But how does he make money? He connects the taxi service with people. That's how he makes his money. Today, his net worth is around 2.8 billion US dollars. That's Travis Kalanick. He makes more money than the owners of the taxis because he connects people. He's a connector. Let's talk about those who connect products with people. Let's talk about the guy named Jeff Bezos, the former richest man in the world, with more than $180 billion. How did he make that fortune? Connecting people with products using Amazon. It doesn't matter if the products are his. The money that he makes is not from only the shops that he owns or from the Amazon shop. No. Most of money is made through the connections of people and products that he makes. Let's talk about the gentleman called Jack Ma from China. How does he make money? By connecting Chinese products with people through his platform named as Alibaba. That's how he makes money. Which means that today it's not about having a lot of investment and owning the factory, owning that big company that requires a lot of money. Today is about being a connector. A question that I have for you today is, what do you have that you are connecting with people so that you can make it in this economy? The reason, I'm back on my reason, the reason why many people are struggling financially, even though they have started their businesses with big capitals, is that they are trying to introduce a business of industrial era in a connected economy. Okay? So there are people that have already started their business in that era, and today they have built their names. They are big companies. They are big players in those industries. So you are trying to compete. It's not that I'm discouraging anyone, but you will require, if you want to be in that industry, if you want to be in the industrial era, you want to act as the industrial era in this connected economy, and you want to make it to financial freedom, you will need great capital. I'm not talking about few millions. I'm talking about big capitals or large capital. You need large capacity so that you can compete. But the good news is, if you want to make it in the connected economy, you only need one thing: information. Where is the product? Which products do people need? And where are people that need those products? Does the product need to be mined? No. You just need to know the information about the product. You people who need the products, you connect the product with people, connect the service with people, connect people with people. That's how people are making crazy money in this connected economy. I challenge you to become a connector today. Otherwise, people are going to struggle. Otherwise, you and other people may struggle till the end of the world. Why? They never considered the economic change. Tumayine or Innocent, you are saying nonsense, you are talking nonsense. I know many people may consider me as someone who is talking nonsense because there is this saying that our parents used to tell us that, oh my son, go to school, have a nice degree, you will get a nice job, and your job will take care of you. And I have this news for you. Your job won't take care of you anymore. The government won't take care of you anymore. That's the thinking, or that's the mindset of the industrial era. Actually, according to the information that I have, the school system that we have today is the one that was introduced in the industrial era. How did it come? When the industrial era was growing, they needed a lot of workers in the factories. But they couldn't take everyone to the factories because they needed qualified people. People who knows how to operate machinery, people who knows how to do everything as it must be done in the factory. So they decided to open schools and start creating employees for their factories. That's how the school system started. And by that time, it was very possible that the job you have could take care of you and your family. The job will take care of you and your family because the qualified people were really needed on the market, on the job market. But that's not how it is today. Things have changed. Things have changed. The economy has shifted. Where people used to work in factories, today they are robots. They are machines doing the same work. Everyone with a company, everyone with a factory is trying to cut costs. How does they cut costs? How do they cut costs? They are removing employees, introducing machines. You just visit the factory of Ford. You see, when it was starting, a lot of employees there just doing the assembly of the cars. Today it's no longer the same. The job that used to be done by thousands of people is just being done by robots. And those robots are not asking for monthly salaries. Today, instead of bringing thousands and thousands of employees there is only one person operating the robot, just controlling the robot, seeing how they're doing the work. I don't know which kind of job you have or which kind of job you are thinking to have, but I have this bad news for you. I'm sorry to say this, but the employers are looking for a way to cut their costs. And how do they cut their costs? By reducing the number of employees and introducing machines. Check on Tesla. Tesla have already introduced cars with autopilot, which means that even the car drivers very soon may go out of the market. We may not need car drivers because the cars can drive themselves in the road and they are more safe than having a human driver. If you remember in the past years in banks, if you go in the bank, you would find a lot of people there attending, a lot of cashiers there, so that you could deposit, withdraw money inside the bank. Today it's no longer the same. Actually, I've been going to EcoBank near me. I only find one person working there as a cashier. It was not like that. Why? People can deposit money, can withdraw their money using the ATM machine. And they can do it 24 hours on 24 hours. So what do you think? What do you think of your job, your future job, your career? Please understand that the economy has changed. Consider the fact that the economy has changed if you want to secure a bright future for you and your family. I challenge you to become a connector. Find a group of connectors, join the connectors, learn how to connect people with people, learn how to connect products with people, learn how to connect services with people. That's the only way that you can make it in this economy. The good news, I learned how to become a connector. You don't need big capitals, you just need information. Search for information and you make it big in this economy. Thank you very much. I know it took a lot of time, but I hope that you learned something from this small video. Thank you very much. God bless you.